Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. I have been solving math problems out of this book here, practicing to take the GRE general test, the 10th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. The problem that I'm about to solve is the one that you're going to find on page number 341, quantitative comparison question, number 3. Quantitative comparison question, number 3. Let's take a look at it. Two to the third times 17 times 5 to the second over 60 versus 255 over 2. Well, I need the room here, so I'm going to erase this part here. What I was mentioning in the previous video is the fact that there are 15 questions in this section, and since this is from the old-fashioned paper and pencil exam, where the questions were arranged in the order of difficulty, from easy, medium to hard, since there are 15 of them here, that tells us that the first 5 are easy, the next 5 are medium, and the last 5 are hard. That's what it was. I'm going to erase it now. So let's get going. I don't know if I should slow down and explain each step that I do, or I should just do it at my normal speed well, I'm going to do it twice. First I'm just going to do it at the normal speed, and then I'm going to slow down and explain the step if that's what you wish. Multiply both columns by 2. This 2 will cancel out and this will become 30. I just multiplied both columns by 2. I see a 25 here, and let's divide both columns by 5. If I divide both columns by 5, 25, there are 5 5s in a 25, and then there is 1 5 in a 5, that becomes 51. Since I divided this column by 5, I have to divide this column by 5, and when I divide this column by 5, this 25 becomes a 5. Well, now I can take out that 5 with this 30, this becomes 6. 17 times 3 is 51, so let's take out this, and this becomes 3, and 17 goes away. That's it, we're done. So basically we are left with 8 versus 3. Obviously 8 is bigger than 3. That's all, we're done. The answer is A. That's all. Alright, now I'm going to redo it if you like, slowly. I'm going to show you as many steps as I can. So let's redo it. Two to the third times 17 times 5 to the second over 60 times 255 over 2. Well, I'm going to redo it, that's all. Let's multiply both columns by 60. If I multiply this column by 60, and if I multiply this column by 60, I get rid of this 60. It's done. I got a 2 at the bottom, I got 60 on the top, so let's cancel it out. We end up with 30. So everything that is gone, I'm going to erase it so that we don't have to look at it. So here we go, this 60 is gone. And this becomes 30. We're left with 225 times 30 is what we're left with. Now if I were to divide both columns by 5, that's what I did before. If I were to divide both columns by 5, and we can do that. As long as we do the same thing to both columns, as long as we treat the two columns in the same manner, we can do it. If I were to do that, this 25 divided by 5 will become 5. Hence, I just crossed out the exponents, because now it's an exponents of 1. And this 30 will become 6. I see a 17, well, that's a 5 here. So let's divide again both columns by 5. Let's divide both columns by 5 one more time to take out this 5. And this 5 will go into 255. We know there are 5 5s in a 25, and then there is 1 5 in a 5, it becomes 51. Now let's divide both columns by 17. If we would divide both columns by 17, this 17 goes away, and then 51 we know has 317. There we go, we are done. I think before I told you the answer was, I forgot what I said before, what the answer was. But here we have 8, and here I have 18. The answer is B. I hope I did not say something else previously. I wasn't paying attention. Well, if you are watching this thing, that means everything was fine, because if everything weren't hypothetical, then you wouldn't have watched this video. I would have had to retape it. But anyway, I'll go check it. But that's it, that's your answer. We have 3 times 8, 6, which is 18. Here we have 2 cubed, which is 8. Obviously 18 is bigger than 18. 18 is bigger than 8. Answer is B. Let's take a look at number 4. That's it, we are done. Of course, but I showed you a lot of childish steps here. I don't like to show. We don't have to do all those childish steps. That's it. Okay, let's do number 4. One more time I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to say a word. You just follow me, okay? Just to see how it's done without having to show every steps, okay? Here we go. Oh, rather 3, not 7. Oh, there was a 6 at the bottom before that I left out the first time when I did it, you see? There's a 6 at the bottom which we haven't gotten rid of. So now we have to multiply both columns by 6. And we end up with 8 versus 18. The answer is inside B. I think the very first time I did it, I forgot the 6 in the denominator. I was too hasty, I was too cocky. The answer is B. See, there is a 6 still left over at the bottom. We could have carried on. We could have carried on a little bit more if you wanted to. With the 3 and the 4, this becomes 4. And then 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. See, this 3 times 3 is 9 if you were to do it that way. And then here we will be left with 4. To get rid of this 3, we would have to multiply both columns by 3. And that will give us 3 times 3, which is 9. And here we will have 4. But if we left the 6 the way it was, then we would have had 18 versus 8. You see, we would have had twice the quantity. Let's take a look at number 4. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A, B, C, D, E. Oh, E is not there. E is the first one. E, F, and G. And what they want us to compare are the lengths of EF, length of EF versus GC. Well, let's take a look at them. EF and GC. Let's first talk about EF. EF is this. And what you have to realize is that here we are looking at the triangle here, right here. Triangle EFG. In that triangle, this is 1, 2, 3. This side is 3. This side is fixed. Whatever that is fixed. So here we have, what I mean by fixed is that the height for both of the triangles, the second triangle that we're about to draw, height of both the triangles, this leg of both of the triangles is the same. But here we have a base of 3. And in the other triangle that we're going to have, GC, let's take a look at it. GC, right here. I need a different color. right here, in triangle CDG. Well, this is hardly legible. CDG, right here. Here we have, from here to here is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a four leg. And obviously a triangle the same height. Let me do it at the bottom here a little bit. So here we have a triangle same height. This is 3, and here this is 4. The height, this side is same as that side, but because this is 4, the hypotenuse is going to be longer. This hypotenuse is going to be longer. This is CG. CG is going to be longer than EF. That's all it is. I don't know how else to explain it. That's it. Because we got a bigger triangle. The people who are getting this question wrong is because they are not paying attention. They are doing it in haste. Here we only have 3 units. Let's see if I can find it. So if you're talking about EFG, there are only 3 units. The base is only 3 units. 1, 2, and 3. But when you're talking about CDG, we have 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has a longer base. Since the longer base is longer, the hypotenuse, which is CG, is going to be longer. That's all. That's all. That was the end of it. The answer is, did I put it in the wrong way? EF, that's not what we said here. CG is longer. CG is longer. CG is longer. The answer is B. That's all. I hope you found it helpful. Sometimes when the problems are too simple, if you try to explain too much, you end up making a mess of it. I hope you found it helpful. If you wish to get hold of me for personal private tutoring, face-to-face tutoring, or tutoring over the internet via Skype or over the telephone, if there is anything at all that I can help you in your preparation for GRE, get hold of me, send me an email. Go to my website at www.prep4gre.com and send me an email. Or you can go to www.KeshwaniPrep.com. Alright? Thanks.